button. There we go. All right. So Monday's Mindset Monday. And you're probably really wondering, like, why are we doing a workshop Wednesday on a Mindset Monday? Here's why. Here's what I understand. Is that when I know that I'm armed with tools and resources for any situation, it absolutely changes my mindset whenever I'm connecting with individuals. So if I know that I have a tool chest and a treasure chest full of goodies of value, that no matter what conversation I walk into, I have something to give someone, it makes lead generation so much less horrible and a lot more fun. It makes open houses so much more productive whenever somebody comes in and then you're just chit-chatting with them and you ask a couple really strategic questions that are not like hardcore, like high pressure or salesy. And somebody's like, well, blah, 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 blah. If only I this. And you're like, well, wait a minute. I have this little report, or I have this list of resources or ideas, or I have this, and this. Would you like me to send it to you? Would you like a copy? Would you like whatever it is? And they go, sure, I would love that. And you're like, perfect. What's your email or what's your cell phone? Or let me just send you the link and then just give me your name and information. It'll go right to you and you can then download it. I promise I'm not going to be spamming you. All of those things. And those are called lead magnets or freemiums, if you will, a free premium in order to exchange an opportunity to connect with somebody. Now, this works for buyers, this works for sellers, and this also works for agents that you're looking to get into a relationship with, whether you're building your team or you're growing your organization because you want to participate in rev share, right? So there's a lot of ways that we can get into relationships and connect with people by exchanging value first. I mean, there's a saying out there, there's marketers, you can go to Chet Holmes, you can go to Gary Vaynerchuk, you can go to Zig Ziglar, you can go to all of these like super high-end top salespeople, and they're going to tell you that it's going to take at least a 7-to-1 or a 5-to-1 or an 8-to-1 give ratio before you build enough trust and rapport for somebody to want to like lean in even further. And so the goal is, okay, time for you to kind of build up your war chest of value adds. I'm going to share with you a simple process that I use using ChatGPT and a couple other apps to create high quality, high value freemiums with a very easy way to capture their information. You guys cool with that? Fair? Yeah. I'm going to need your help though, because this is a participatory thing. I don't have the item in mind. I'm going to be asking you guys what you want to do. So begin thinking. And if like, let's talk about what types of leads are you looking to generate more of right now? Buyers, sellers, agents, what's on your mind? What do you guys want? Like, if we're going to create a lead magnet today, and I'm going to share with you how to do it. Like, what would be your first one?
Ramil said sellers in the comments.
I agree, sellers.
Sellers. So, okay. So if I'm a seller right now, what are my biggest concerns? I'm asking you, but it's kind of a trick question. I'm just going to ask ChatGPT. So let's just start jumping into ChatGPT. And I'm just going to use the dictate feature because I don't like typing into ChatGPT. I'm just going to talk to it. And I find that when I talk to ChatGPT, it gives me the best results, right? So I'm just going to go into ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, I want you to pretend and I want you to work like a top real estate marketing expert that specializes in generating seller leads. Now, I'm an agent and I want to come up with some value add ideas from the position of what are some of the biggest seller concerns. Can you give me a list of the top 10 seller concerns or questions that sellers are thinking right now in today's market? I want you to go all over the internet and take a look at all of the different real estate forums, social media sites, comments around what buyers and sellers, more specifically, what are sellers asking? What are the biggest questions? What are the things that are top of mind for sellers? Thanks. And then there you go. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm just going to hit go and I'm going to see what it says.
Pretty sure it's going to give you really good results because you said thank you at the end.
Yeah. Always say thank you. All right. So taking a look at this, right? What are the top 10 things? So let's take a look at this, right? Is now a seller's or a buyer's market. How do I price my home in this shifting market? Will mortgage rates settle or drop? How fast will my house sell? How much will I actually net? Do I need to make improvements or concessions? Ooh, I like this one. I like this one because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm going to create a value add piece, uh, maybe I can come up with a list of like what are the top improvements that someone can make in order to not have to make concessions when their house goes on the market. Does that sound good? You guys with that? Let's just do that, right? All right. Okay. Oop, get out of the way there. Sorry. My little Zoom bar got in the way. Now I can't press the microphone button. All right. Okay, chat, we're going to go with number 6, and I want you to go deeper into number 6. And here's what I'd like for you to come up with. I want to create a value add resource for sellers, and I want you to take a look at and list the top 10 improvements sellers can make that are low or no cost in order to get their homes ready for sale so they don't have to make concessions when they come on the market. Please take a look at different websites around the biggest bang for your buck, improvements that actually increase the most value that are low cost. Thanks so much. Did I just delete that? I totally just deleted that. Shoot. Now I get to do that again. All right. Hey, chat, I'd like for you to go deeper into number 6. I'd like to make a resource list of the top 10 improvements that sellers can make that are low to no cost that can keep them from having to make concessions when their home hits the market. Please take a look at the internet and go to different forums and find me the best repairs that have the highest improvement of value at the lowest cost that I can put in this resource. Thanks so much. All right. And then there's that. Boom, go. And then let's see what it comes up with. All right. So here's a great list, right? Here's a great list. And so I'm just going to keep this list here. First of all, any questions on like what I've done so far? How many of you are like feel pretty comfortable turning that on and just talking to ChatGPT like I just did? Like this isn't mystical. This isn't high level, right? Like this is pretty easy. So I'm just going to grab all of this stuff, right? So let me see. I'm going to just copy and paste all this. Oh, shoot. That's too high. Slow down. Oh, dang it. I want to grab this too. All right, I'm just going to grab this stuff, right? And so now I'm going to go into Gamma. Gamma is a presentation artificial intelligence where you can literally just paste stuff and it makes things look really pretty really quickly. It's a super simple, it's super fun, and it's free. And the reason why I said give me the top 10 is because Gamma will create what they call cards or slides or 10 things for free. Anything beyond that goes a little further. So what I'm going to do when you go into Gamma and you just say generate something new, it asks you like, where do you want to get it from? How do you want to do it? Do you want to generate it from like, you can type in, you can just speak a prompt and it'll create a presentation for you. You can like, if you've got a PDF already, or you got a buyer presentation or something, you can upload that and have it look at it and it can redo it for you and make it good. Or you can just paste in text. I'm going to do paste in text, right? And here's what I'd like it to do. I want it to create a document for me. So it's just going to be a large document all the way through, and it's going to be pageless. I don't want it to have to try to fit it into a specific format. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste what I just did in ChatGPT. And then I want it to turn rough ideas, bullet points, and outlines into beautiful content. Go. There we go. All right, now I'm going to go to the prompt editor. It's going to probably ask me if I remember. It's going to start doing stuff here. I want medium content. And then let's just go continue and let's see what it says here. Here we go. It's going to ask me to pick a theme. And so I'm just going to go and let's find something that's like, yeah, I like that. Let's just stick with that, right? Boom. Let's go with that. And so you can see it just starting to build in real time. It's pulling images. It's making things cool. Boom. All right, let's take a look at it. So here it is. So here's the basic presentation. So let's go here. Let's take a look at this one. And you're like, you know what? I don't like this image. We keep using this image. What can we do here? How do I edit this image? Ask AI to. Let me see here. Where's my screen's all over the place here. Here we go. AI images. And let me go see here. I don't like this one. Let's go. Let's go here. Let's go wrong style. Submit. And then if I want to change the picture. Why is this not easy? Here we go. Gamma. Anyway, here we go. Can I pick it here? Ask AI to view interior choices. And now it's playing around and pulling up some ideas. You know, now that I'm looking, I'm like, you know what? I do like this one just because it does talk about the flooring. So I'm going to go back into that and I'm going to just keep it because it talked about flooring refinishing, right? So this is just an example of it. You can tweak this and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. Now, how do you want to present it, right? You can download it. You can share a link directly to this. You can put it into a PDF. So let's just say you want to do this into a PDF. You want to export it to a PDF. You can make it a Google slide. Let's just export it to a PDF. And then I want to put it into my Google Drive so it's easy to use, right? So PDF is exported. I'm going to go into my Google Drive. I've got a folder for lead magnets, and I'm just going to throw it in there. So I'm just going to upload that file, which is right there, into Google Drive. And it's going to put it right there. And I want to make sure that it's shareable. Make sure security.
Click on share again, and then
Click on share again. Yeah.
yeah, click share, and then click share again.
Oh, and then manage. There we go. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Anyone with the link, got it. Copy link. All right. So now that I have it, right? Now, like, what do I do with it? Well, I want to go and I want to create a lead capture page. And I use something like Jotform. Super simple. A lot of CRMs you can use, but Jotform is really easy. It's a way that I can create a quick lead capture that when somebody gives me their name and their email, on the next screen, they're going to get a link to download the thing. And that's it. It's that simple. So I'm just going to go to form and I'm going to use a template and I'm going to search for an opt-in. Just an opt-in form. Simple. Just a basic opt-in form. Right? This is an opt-out form. That's funny. Either way. Hold on. Let me find a better opt-in form. I don't like this form. Create. Opt-in. Why can't I just get a basic opt-in? I just had a basic. Here we go. Opt-in form. Use. So I'm going to build it. And then I'm just going to type in what's the name of my opt-in form. Seller renovation tips. Right? For instant download. Name, email address. And then I'm going to change this button to say download now. Or submit. On the next page, it's going to be a link to download. So submit. Boom. Okay. So settings, form settings. And then build a thank you page. And then I'm just going to hyperlink. So click here to download your seller guide. And so all I'm going to do here is I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to create a link. And all I'm going to put in there is the link that I grabbed from my lead magnet, right? So this is the 10 low cost improvements to boost your home's value. I'm just copying that link, making sure that's in there. And I'm going to put that right in there. And then target new tab. Okay, there you go. And I'm probably going to make this a little bigger so people can see it. There you go. So I'm going to now, I want to preview the form. Simple. Here's what it looks like on the phone. Simple. All right. Let's take off the preview and let's publish this thing. Okay. Here's what I can also do. I can share this form either as a QR code, and it'll generate a regular QR code for me. I could download this form and then post and paste that anywhere. I could put her on a sheet at the open house, like, hey, for seller or whatever. Like you could put it anywhere. And so I just downloaded that. All right. And is it live? Let me go back. Settings, form settings, enabled, publish, direct link, public, form, copy, QR code. All right. So if you want to try and check it out, go scan this QR code right now. If you're not on your phone, go ahead and scan this QR code. I'm going to do the same thing. Great. Go ahead and put your stuff in. I'm not going to blast you. Submit. Click here. Open. There it is. Ta-da! What was that? That took me about 15 minutes because I kind of jacked around a little bit. Thoughts, questions? So you can watch this recording in our Facebook group again on repeat and just play with it. And you can ask ChatGPT, hey, what should I be talking about? And then have it go deep in that. Create your list of whatever, and then go in and throw it into Gamma. And then Gamma makes it pretty, and then play around with that. And you can do there's no limit to what you can do. And this is, again, if you're meeting somebody and they're like, yeah, we would be ready to buy, but we got some stuff to do. We got to make some repairs on the house. Hey, I totally get that. I tell you what, I get asked a lot of questions on what are some of the repairs I should do first. I just put together a guide with the top 10 repairs that you can make that increase the most value. Would you like a copy? And you go, yeah, man, that'd be awesome. Perfect. Let me send it your way. Let me shoot you. Let me get you the link, or, scan this QR code and you can get it. It's just going to give me your name and your email. I'm not, it's just for me to kind of keep track, right? Oh, I forgot to share with you and show you what it looks like. One second. Let me get back in there and go back in the Jotform. All right. So we're back in Jotform. So let's go back to Jotform and it'll show you my forms. And so eight submissions, right? So I'm just going to click into that. Where is it? Reports. Oops. No report. Can I just take a look at it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I got to click on that. There. Boom. There it is. So I got you guys in there. Now, if you want to get super fancy with this, so I've got everybody's capture right there. That's how quick it is to capture everybody that comes into your open house. If I want to get super fancy with it, I can create an automated workflow through Zapier. I can have Zapier grab everything in that Jotform and then connect Zapier to KV Core. And then I can put everybody on that Jotform, then hits an automation as an open house visitor. So if you've already created an open house smart plan, you could put that in there. Like there's no limit to what you can do with this. Or you can just have Zapier put it into your CRM and decide what you want to do with it later. Michelle, you get your hand raised up. What's up?
Yeah, so a couple things. If you get real good at this, Stan Store can be a great ad to use to do this because they have different funnels and lead flow. And then you can do that like DM the word whatever, and it'll automatically send it to them. But I was having a thought, as you said, the QR codes. If you guys are already doing open houses, create little sheets of paper with a QR code and then a catchy, like ask ChatGPT to use a good hook for you. So something like, afraid you can't buy a house until you sell the home you're currently in. Click here for more information. So you can have those all throughout your open houses that you're having already. and walk them through it like an experience to get to know you while they're walking through the open house too.
Yep. I wanted to share with you guys the freeway first. It takes a little bit more work on your end, but it's free 99. If you want to do Stand Store, it'll do most of it for you for $99 a month. And it's really, really good. But this is free 99. It was legit 3-4 steps. So when I posted that on my social media this morning, when I said, I'm going to share with you in 3 steps or less, in about 5 to 10 minutes, a way to generate a really nice looking value add. I mean, how nice was that? That would have taken me, I don't know, 16 years to create in Canva. And it wouldn't look anywhere near that good because that's not my brain isn't that way. Like I have an appreciation for a certain aesthetic, but I can't execute on it. But I can look at something and go, I like that. That looks good. I put that out there. Right? Very simple. And you can go in there and change your formats and your themes after it's already completed, and it'll redo the whole thing in like a more professional, contemporary, minimalistic, like you can just tell the AI, hey, I'd like this to be a little bit more this or a little bit more that, more red or more orange or more whatever, like your brand colors are. And one of the things I failed to put in there is make sure one of the cards is always your contact info. When somebody's reading it and look, how can somebody get back to you? Don't forget to put your stuff in there. Otherwise, people are going to be like, hey, take a look at this really cool PDF. And they're going to share it with their friends. And like, you're nowhere on there. So don't forget on the item of value, always, always, always have your contact info as well. Questions, thoughts around this for those that are on? Ask, yeah, Tyler.
Someone mentioned KV Core. Is that the move? Was everyone sticking with Bold Trail, or what's the?
Well, so KV Core is now Bold Trail.
Yeah. That's what, but don't we have options now? Is KV Core still the move?
So you've got Bold Trail, Lofty, and Close. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with the others, right? I'm familiar with KV Core and Bold Trail, and they work really, really good. So I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Now, if you're using something else, or if you're using Brivity or you're using Follow Up Boss, like this all works with that. All of those CRMs have an ability for you to be able to either use API or Zaps to move stuff from one form to another. Some of them may even have a way for you to build in a landing page or a squeeze page that has an opt-in that goes right into your database. So like that last step, I just showed you the non-denominational free, easy way to capture. And then once you have the data, you can choose to take it wherever you want. If you want to add a phone number, Zapier, Megan asked a question. What's the app? So Zapier, Zapier, is a third-party site that you can create. They call them Zaps, and it says, hey, I want to connect this app and this app together. And when this app gets a lead, I want you to copy this lead and put it into this app. Like it does workflows for you automatically. And once you set up the Zaps, when somebody comes into this form, they automatically will go into your CRM. So it removes those little steps that we just forget to do. Like how many of you made your 20 contacts and then you got some referrals and you got them on sticky notes everywhere? Zap gets rid of the sticky notes. Like Zap is the sticky note enterer, if you will. Great questions. Anyone else?
Does it make sense to have a library of all of them?
Yes.
Like one link.
Yeah. So like I would create a library for buyers, sellers, and just create a ton. Because anytime you get into a conversation, someone's going to say something. Like, remember, our goal when we're lead generating is to connect with people, strengthen relationships, and solve problems. So if I'm asking questions and somebody has a problem or a question or a need, and I have something real quick of value as a resource to give, I'm going to give it to them. And so as you come up across these things, start creating these little value adds in Gamma and then start sending them out as needed.
Okay. So do it individually. You want to say it, you contacted a buyer. You want to have just one link that has the library of them. You would keep it as individual and specific to send them one at a time?
I would. I would like so like give them what they need and then find a way to follow up and say, was that helpful? Is there anything else you need? Right? Like I want a reason to continue to get back in touch. And if they have another question or another problem, I'm going to give something else as well. Now, you may get to a point with somebody where you're like, hey, I have all of these tools and resources in one spot. Maybe there's other agents that you're looking to get into a relationship with to grow and build your team or your organization. You're going to say, hey, I have all of these resources to give out buyers and sellers. Would you like to take a look at them? And et cetera. It's gamma.app, not AI. So it's Gamma app. Gamma.app is Gamma. But Gamma AI. It's Gamma is the AI. The website directly is gamma.app. And then ChatGPT, just talk to it. Talk to it every day. Just turn on the microphone and speak. I like you can't mess it up. It just gets better the more you talk to it. Anyone else? I know we're a little bit over time. I just wanted to make sure that if you had questions, I'd answer them. I mean, that's just a very basic, very simple, very straightforward way for you to have now high quality value adds to deliver. All right, y'all. Well, we'll see you this week. I'd love it. So here's what I'd love. If you create any of these things, send it to me. I want to fill out your form. I want to see what you've created. I want to take a look at your gammas. I love this kind of stuff. So tag me, text me, let me know what you've made. I want to see it. I want to see it. All right, guys. Have an amazing week. Later.